Bonjour, bonsoir, soyez le bienvenu une fois encore à Flow Up. You're welcome to Flow Up once again. In our last 5 lessons on this Grammar 1.0, we've looked at basically the adjective, how to ask questions, we looked at the formation of the adjective, the plurals, quite a lot of things. And in the process of all these, we've also looked at some few things about verb. Basically, we've dealt with the auxiliary verb, the verb et. You can go back to our video, Grammar 1.4, you're going to find that one specifically fitted there. Apart from the auxiliary verbs, another most important ingredient in making a sentence in French and getting a mastery is your ability to master the usage of French verbs. French verbs are divided into 3 different categories. I must say that right now. And in these categories, we have what we call the regular verbs, verbs that ends in ER. This study is going to be an introduction to ER verbs in French. We call them les verbes en OR. They are regular verbs. Look at the picture in front of you. We have je regarde la télé. We have je mange du gâteau. Then you have j'écoute la radio. The last one have je téléphone à Mata. You have j'aime les gâteaux. We have j'aime Mata. That's the conversation in that particular picture, as you can see. But what is the most important thing to note right now? You can want to try and master ER verbs. Apart from the picture above, you see a list of all the ER verbs that they used there, except one. Now, the verb parler means to speak, it's an ER verb. The verb regarder means to speak, an ER verb. Manger means to eat, ER verb. Téléphoner means to telephone, ER verb. Écouter is to listen, ER verb. Now, what you are going to find out here, we have étudier, ER verb. The common denominator is that all these verbs ends in ER verbs. So when verbs ends in ER in French, they are called the regular verbs. Every one of them, except the verb aller, which we are going to study in subsequent studies that will go on in this series. What's the first thing to note? You discover that the ER are separated from the verb before the conjugation. And you have je parle, je regarde, je mange, je téléphone, j'écoute, j'aime, j'étudie. Before the verb aimer and étudier, you see that the J apostrophe came because the verb begins with a vowel. And so you are going to find that in our pronunciation as well, in the conjugated aspect, we do not pronounce the E. The E is silent. That's what happens there. Now, why did they remove this ER? The first thing to note, look at the verb aimer. You have the verb aimer. It expresses what we call sentiment and taste. We call it sentiment and le goût. We have j'aime, we have j'aime, Jean. At least I love John. J'aime mon mari, I love my husband. J'aime mon chien, I love my dog. J'aime Paris, I love Paris. J'aime les carottes, I love carrots. J'aime la musique. In essence, what we're trying to say is that the use of the verb aimer can actually help you to express your sentiment or your taste. We call it le sentiment et le goût. Like I say, j'aime la musique, I love music. So if there's anything to take me from here is understand the first one thing is that for ER verbs they are regular and we're going to deal with it more precisely as we go on. But right now the take home is that the verb aimer is used to express your sentiment. J'aime Jean, I love Jean. J'aime mon mari, j'aime mon chien, j'aime Paris, j'aime les carottes, j'aime la musique. Before we leave this study, you'll find out that in our interaction, all the verbs that was used, we use them at the first person. The verb, that is je. And so we want to practice the conjugation of at least 8 of those verbs now using je in this context. While dealing with number 1 alone, you have mettez à la première personne. Faites l'élision si nécessaire. faites l'élision. We have regarder, je regarde. Travailler becomes je travaille. Parler becomes je parle. Manger becomes je mange. So the E, the arrow leaves, and you have only E. Aimer becomes j'aime. So remove the E does not come with the J here because the verb begins with a vowel. So we call it l'élision. So that has to go. We have j'écoute. J'écoute. You have j'habite. H here is also like a vowel. We call them H-muet. So you have your J. You have your J apostrophe, then you have your habit. Listen for J, écouter. So they are very important. So you want to take note of them. Now look at number 3. We have trouvé les verbes manquants. Now in this context, what we're trying to say is that you look for a verb that actually matches what we're dealing with here. We have je parle anglais, I speak English. Dash and sandwich. Sandwich is what to eat. So the verb manger is quite fitting here. Je mange un sandwich. Now you have la télévision. You watch television. And the verb for that is called the verb regarder. Becomes je regarde la télévision. You have radio. You listen to a radio. And the verb there is the verb écouter. Becomes j'écoute la radio. Please, you want to write them down as a diligent student so that you master them. You have le cinéma et la musique. I want to say I love either you love music or cinema. I love both of them. Becomes j'aime le cinéma et la musique. They have dans une banque. Now people work in a bank. You can say je travaille dans une banque. So please take note of all these examples we have looked at. What we have dealt with here is that you are able to express your sentiments. You are able to express at the first person singular with the ER verb what you like to watch, what you like to listen to, what you enjoy doing, and as you take note of them, you are going to be on the way to mastery. Thank you for staying true to the end of this video. Hit the subscribe button, invite your friends who want to study French. Let us begin with Grammaire 1.0. I'm telling you, in no time at all, before we are done with the 50 lessons we have, you are going to be a pro at the beginner's level before we go to the next. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.